right? This is the only event in, Pebble Beach that I'm not trying to sell you a car. I'm not trying to sell you anything. We're just having here to have fun, right? And so we're about to have some really great announcements. So hopefully we can gather around and, and just and hear about that. We have some great wines here, cigars and caviar and everything. That's all good stuff, right? But we're here just have fun. Life is too hard. We all work too hard just to work hard. We gotta have fun, and I hope. And this is some of the moment we're gonna have fun. Hey, Bob, thank you for Bob's the owner of the house, and he's been my. I've been with him for 10 years, and he can allow me to do this. So thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Um, and here, listen, Faraday Future with YT and Max. You know, starting a car company is not easy. It's really not easy. And when you start it, you're trying to make the world better. You're trying to make a better vehicle. You're trying to make something that is needed in the market. And I was in the car and I was checking out, and I was like, wow, this is really cool because when I go to dinners, when I go to executive meetings, I want to be in a comfortable car. I want to be in a either executive car or I want to be a car with my friends. We go to dinner. I hosted a dinner for Michelle Yeoh for his 63rd birthday recently. We had to rent a what is it, kind of Escalade or something, because that wasn't very comfortable. And I wish I was a comfortable car. I wish we could go and go to have dinner and everything, but there wasn't anything available in the market. So for you guys, for Faraday Future to put together a beautiful car like that you are, of course you have to check out. Wow, it's really coming to the right direction. It's really coming to what is needed in Asia. Of course, in Asia, I go with my friends. They bring me the Alpha and everything. That still not as good as what this could be. Um, we gotta support new companies that's trying to do something because they want to do something to better, but it's hard. It is hard, But we gotta support them because we want better product, right? We want better product for ourselves. So, um, anyways, I'm glad to have here Casa Lee that we can introduce new product, new innovation, new things, have a good time, and with my friends. So with that said, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming to Casa Lee. And I guess I'll turn it over to Faraday Future then.
Thank you for having us, Bob. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I am Ian Calderon, former Majority Leader of the California State Assembly. Today, as a Faraday Future Co-Creation Officer, creator of California's Blockchain Working Group, and someone who has spent much of my public service career focused on technology, innovation, and the future of work, it's an honor to be here with you today. We also have the pleasure of being joined by 5 other speakers: YT, founder and co-CEO of Faraday Future; Jerry Wang, president of Faraday Future; Wendy Yo, cryptocurrency analyst and famous Web3 key opinion leader; Brody Mullins, Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and author; and joining us virtually with a special message, California State Treasurer Fiona Ma. If AI represents a new revolution in productivity, then Web3 represents a revolution in the relations of production. The next 10 to 20 years will be shaped by how we integrate these two forces, not just as technologies, but as foundational infrastructure that redefines how society organizes, governs, and collaborates. AI and Web3 aren't just buzzwords. They're reshaping industries, challenging institutions, and unlocking possibilities we're only beginning to understand. The growth we're seeing in high-performance computing, large language models, and blockchain ecosystems is no longer theoretical. It's real, and it's accelerating. In recent months, the US government has rolled out a series of significant Bitcoin and crypto-related policies and regulations. Congress passed the first ever federal crypto legislation, the Genius Act. The SEC launched Project Crypto, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are now authorized to be included in 401k retirement plans. These moves mark a historic turning point in the global technology and financial landscape. Around the world, from the Middle East to Asia, nations and regions are speeding up to embrace digital asset industry. And the fusion of Web2 and Web3 is shifting into high gear. Today, as we mark the launch of FF's EAI plus crypto, Dual-Flywheel, dual bridge strategy, we're participating in something larger than any one company or project. We're stepping into a global moment where decentralized tools, intelligent systems, and forward-thinking regulation are converging to create the next wave of economic transformation. I care deeply about the future of California. Our state has always been a launch pad for bold ideas, whether it's semiconductors in the 60s, the internet in the 90s, or AI and blockchain today. California has consistently led the world forward. We must ensure we continue to lead, not by accident, but by design. That means fostering innovation, building modern infrastructure, and crafting thoughtful policy that protects consumers while encouraging breakthroughs. I want to thank FF for inviting me and all of you, whether you're here in person or tuning in online, for being part of this moment. It's going to take all of us, technologists, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and citizens to shape what comes next. Thank you. I'd like to now play a special video message from California State Treasurer Fiona Ma.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to join you for the official launch of Faraday Future's EAI and Crypto Dual-Flywheel, dual bridge eco strategy. As the world's fourth largest economy, California has always been committed to innovation. We lead in clean energy and intelligent mobility, and we also embrace emerging fields like blockchain, crypto assets, and Web3. California isn't just the global hub for technology. We're shaping the future of the new economy. Faraday Future has invested over $3 billion in the US and remains the only homegrown automaker with both headquarters and manufacturing here in California. At a time when many companies move operations out of state or overseas, Faraday Future's choice to stay here speaks volumes about their trust in California's fertile ground for innovation. It also reflects the global vision behind their global automotive industry bridge strategy. Today's launch is a powerful example of our state's pioneering spirit, bringing together intelligent electric vehicles, blockchain, and the worlds of Web2 and Web3, along with industry, capital, and technology. This model has the potential to boost our economy, create high-quality jobs, attract top-tier investment, and advance sustainable development worldwide. Congratulations to the entire Faraday Future team. I look forward to seeing you continue to push boundaries and shape an even brighter future right here in California's vibrant innovation landscape. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fiona. Now let's welcome FF's founder and co-CEO, YT, to the stage.
Thank you, Ian.
Good afternoon.
Last year at Pebble Beach, we officially announced that FF's global automotive industry bridge strategy had entered the good direction stage. We made a promise. 1 year later, we would return with solid results. A promise made must be a promise kept. We have achieved more than we set out to do. We completed the bridge closure of the auto industry bridge, and we successfully held the initial product launch for the FX Super One, which we target to be the first-class EAI MPV in the US market. Today, we gather here again to witness another milestone for FF. If AI represents a new revolution in productivity, then crypto and Web3 represent a revolution in relations of production. FFAI aims to be a driver of this meta chemistry between AI and crypto. Web2 plus Web3 have become a key trend in the mobility industry transformation. This is the backdrop for FX original EAI plus crypto Dual-Flywheel and Dual-Bridge ecosystem strategy. The Dual-Flywheels will create a strong flywheel effect. We use EAI and crypto as the two core drivers to create two independent flywheels and build an independently upgrading, two-way empowering Web2 plus Web3 dual engine circular growth system. The core value of this eco strategy is to combine the more steady long-term value building EAI EV ecosystem with the fast-moving, immediate impact crypto ecosystem and make them empower each other. The strategy bridges global automotive industries as well as Web2 and Web3. The ultimate goal is substantial growth in value for the company and for our stockholders over the next decade and beyond. EAI Flywheel. FF is one of only 4 remaining emerging EV companies based in the US, with close to $4 billion invested into its EAI EV strategy. FF has built a complete end-to-end ecosystem from product definition, R&D, and manufacturing to sales and after-sales. We also have the unique Light 4, Speed 4, Focus 5, and Empowering 5 model. We now have 2 brands, FF, positioned as the ultimate AI technology, and FX, targeting the mass market with the blue ocean segment plus blockbuster product strategy. The EAI EV industry is a long cycle, capital intensive, technology intensive, high value, slow to build, but strong in value. Through years of build-up in technology and brand, we believe that FF has built a solid and sustainable growth engine. Crypto flywheel. The next decade could be a super bull cycle for the crypto market. This is the fundamental conviction driving our crypto flywheel strategy. FS crypto flywheel is planned to cover 4 categories: crypto treasury, crypto portfolio ETF, crypto index, EAI plus crypto ecosystem applications. Today, we are launching 4 products: C10 index, C10 treasury, C10 ETF, and crypto plus EAI eco application. It features on-chain assets, accumulation and compounding, a combination of financial products, value anchoring mechanisms, and the rollout of EAI plus crypto application ecosystem. This creates the potential for a short cycle, fast pace, high value, and immediate impact cash cow business model. Our goal is to become the vanguard in the age of crypto. How will the EAI EV flywheel and the crypto flywheel empower each other? The technology and the product accumulation of the EAI EV flywheel accelerates the creation of real-world use cases and applications for crypto. The high-value capital generated by the crypto flywheel could flow back to support the production, ramp-up, and brand growth of the EAI EV flywheel. We plan to launch the EAI vehicle chain, forming a dual flywheel effect. This could drive the entire company onto a leap forward growth curve. FFAI is one of the first public companies to directly link real-world operations to on-chain assets. We will break the boundary between Web2 and Web3. FFAI is the only meme stock king reaching retail investors in Asia and the US. Our daily trading volume far exceeds companies of similar market cap. The launch of our crypto flywheel could strongly boost the value of the EAI EV flywheel. Through this active crypto linkage, FFAI investors will have the opportunity to enjoy the potential dual benefits. To deliver on our stockholders' first promise, as we seek to accelerate the realization of maximum stockholder value. Today, we officially launch the FF crypto strategy. In the first phase, we are introducing 3 products. First, the C10 index, the first crypto coin basket index of its kind in the US. Second, the C10 Treasury, the first Treasury product based on the C10 index, and the first C10 Treasury product based on the top 10 crypto coin basket index used by a US listed company. FF intends to accumulate and compound the top 10 global crypto coins, aiming to become the #1 treasury for the top 10 crypto portfolio. Our plan for assets purchase is that the first phase totals up to $500 million to $1 billion, which includes a first tranche of $30 million, subject to securing the necessary funding. We plan to start implementing as early as next week. From the middle to long-term view, we hope that it could reach tens of billions in size. The staking income and reverse crypto could serve as a value another for the C10 Treasury and FFAI as a whole. C10 Treasury is planned with an 80% passive plus 20% active portfolio allocation model. The 80% portion will be strictly allocated according to the C10 index, providing a standard base for returns. The remaining 20% targets potential higher gains. The details of how this 20% will be allocated we will share later in my co-CEO weekly report. Third, the C10 ETF. We are also exploring the opportunity of obtaining an ETF license. Why do we prefer the C10 Treasury, a portfolio of the top 10 crypto coins, instead of betting on a single coin? First, we believe in the long-term value of the entire crypto industry. Buying C10 today is like buying the NASDAQ 110 years ago. A portfolio approach lets us join the potential long-term bull cycle. Second, it provides more stability. A top 10 portfolio weighted by market capitalization provides the opportunity to capture upside while reduce the impact of big drops when encountered with a single coin. It makes our finances more stable. Through staking and reinvestment, we compound returns, giving investors controlled risk and strong long-term gains. Third, we will focus on professional execution. With expert research, systematic management, and strict risk control, we could give stockholders an easy and efficient way to join crypto growth. Even without a finance background, they will get a chance to share the result simply by holding FFAI stock. Today, FFAI Crypto website for our 4 products officially go live, including the C10 index and the C10 Treasury. Let's look at the first product in detail. The C10 index is positioned to be like the NASDAQ 100 of the crypto market. It includes the top 10 non-stablecoin crypto coin by circulating market cap. The index is calculated using a market cap, weighted average, and related rules, with a single coin capped at 50%. Using the C10 index as a backtest since January 2020. Overall performance has been strong, with compound annual growth rate CAGR of as high as 70%. The total return over 5 years was more than 18-fold. We believe the C10 is not just an index. It could be a future weather win for assets value and wealth trend, and help make global crypto coins more index-based, transparent, and accessible. Now, please welcome Jerry, Wendy Q, Brody, and Ian to the stage to unveil FF Crypto C10 Index with me. Please. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Yeah, let's count down. 3, 2, 1. It's live. Please. Thank you.
Okay, listen, guys. You know, YT is a very smart guy. You should just follow what he's saying and just invest. You make a lot of money. Okay, that's all I want to say about that. All right.
You're very right. Thank you.
This is not financial advice, guys, okay?
I agree with you. So, based on the weights as of August 16, 2025, the allocation ratio for our first tranche of assets is as the following. We have Bitcoin 50%, Ethereum 23%, XRP 9.5%, BNB 5.8%, Solana 4.9%, Doge 1.6%, TRX 1.6%, ADA 1.4%, Hype 0.7%, and Link 0.6%. Its base value is 1,000, calculated from the data at midnight, August 16th, Pacific time. You can check the C10 index in real time on ff.com or on the FF app.
Thank you, Jerry. Now I will hand it over to Jerry, Wendy, and Brady to share more details about our world's first C10 Treasury product, built on the C10 index.
Thank you, Wendy. All right. Thank you. Yeah, hello again, everyone. My name is Jerry Wang, the Global President of Faraday Future. I'm here to introduce the second product under our crypto flywheel, the C10 Treasury Plan, which is built on the C10 index we just unveiled. The C10 Treasury is FFAI's strategic crypto coin treasury. Within a framework of professional, compliant custody, staking interest income, and multiple downside protection mechanisms, we intend to raise funds in phases to acquire and hold, for the long term, the top 10 mainstream crypto coins by market capitalization. This strategy is designed to strengthen portfolio cash flow, enhance net asset value, and drive growth in the company's overall value. On the business entity side, the crypto flywheel is planned to be operated independently by a wholly owned subsidiary of FFAI. Its business and financial system will be separate from FFAI's EV segment, ensuring operational independency and promoting risk isolation. We're now applying for the registration of a wholly owned subsidiary, FFAI Crypto Treasury and Bridge Holdings Inc. The two subsidiaries it will oversee an asset management company, an operating company, and the legal entities which may be needed in the future. With this structure, we aim to achieve a clear division of responsibilities in investment management, asset custody, capital operations, and trade execution. It also provides risk segregation, and lays the groundwork for potential future spin-offs and strategic partnerships. On the asset allocation and procurement strategy, C10 Treasury is planned with a 80% passive and a 20% active portfolio allocation model. The 80% portion will be strictly allocated according to the C10 index. The remaining 20% will be actively managed, selecting from the top 10 crypto coins by circulating market cap, including stablecoins and scam coins, and adjusted dynamically on a monthly basis. You can see in our first tranche of C10 Treasury asset allocation that it is composed of three parts: the C10 passive portion, the C10 active portion, and the combined portfolio, which is the final asset allocation for the first tranche. Our acquisition strategy will be a flexible combination of continuous dollar cost averaging, buying more on dips, and periodic bulk purchases, all evaluated continuously against key metrics. In addition to the common use market metrics such as NAV, net asset value, and MNAV, we also introduce the AFY, the FAY, and CAVPS series to track the C10 Treasury returns and scale, and to continually optimize our Treasury asset allocation and management strategy. The AFY, annual fixed yield, is a fixed income metric benchmarked against the industry average staking yield over the same period, directly reflecting the C10 Treasury's role as a ballast stone in providing steady support to FFAI. The FAY, or Fine Annual Yield series, will dynamically track the C10 Treasury's annualized return. The CAVPS, Crypto Asset Value Per Share series, will dynamically show the value of crypto asset per share. So on the financing strategy and plan, we plan to use dedicated financing exclusively for the purchase of crypto asset. At present, the company is planning to start asset allocation for C10 as early as next week. Subsequent financing will align with asset allocation pace of the C10 Treasury strategy. In the first phase, we plan to complete 500 million to 1 billion in dedicated fundraising, subject to securing necessary funding, laying a solid capital foundation for the strategy's execution. On the asset under management and returns. Our target AUM for the first phase is 500 million to 1 billion, subject to securing necessary funding. In the later phase, we'll work hard to speed up scaling our asset under management. We plan to adopt a hybrid model of index tracking plus active management, looking the long-term growth divided by mainstream assets while using dynamic rebalancing to capture potential gains, creating a stable and sustainable value return. We choose the hybrid model for 3 main reasons. First, more upward potential. Statistics shows that the US dollar market is worth about 63 trillion. 80% sits in the top S&P 500 companies. ETF leaders, Vanguard and BlackRock, manage 5 to 6 trillions in ETFs and over 20 trillions in total assets. Second, higher return on investment. In the past 10 years, S&P 500 and NASDAQ ETF return between 13% to 20% per year. By backtesting with the C10 index, we can see that since January 2020, the overall performance has been outstanding, with an annual compound growth rate (CAGR) of about 70% and a 5-year total return of more than 18 times. In bull market cycles, the index has shown strong value appreciation potential, while in bear market phases, a diversified allocation has helped to effectively reduce volatility risk. On the longer upside cycle, which is the third reason, MicroStrategy currently holds nearly 630,000 Bitcoins, with fair value changes in Q2 alone producing a 14 billion unrealized gain. We believe in the potential for a decade-long crypto bull market ahead. Our goal is a treasury strategy with stable, stronger return and a new standardized portfolio for the capital markets. This way, more investors can share the value and rewards of the crypto industry's growth in the next years. At the same time, by partnering with top custody platform in the industry, we expect to have sufficient prevention against extreme risks, such as loss caused by hacking. On the value return to FFAI, on the vehicle side, the current industry average staking yield is 3 to 5%. Based on this estimate, a 1 billion C10 Treasury could generate approximately 30 to 50 million in fixed annual cash returns. We plan to allocate staking returns on a regular basis, proportionally to stockholding as follows: approximately 1/3 to support the development of FFAI's automotive business, driving technology and market expansion; 1/3 for treasury reallocation and reinvest, driving compound interest, coordinated growth in market value and business under the Dual-Flywheel model. 1/3 might be used for stock buybacks, subject to board approval, enhancing stockholder returns and market value support. These crypto coins are not just reserves. They're also a flexible funding engine. In the context of a long-term bull market, the capital gain from C10 Treasury crypto coin, together with staking interest income, have potential to completely reshape FFAI's 3 financial statements. On the income statement side, it may record substantial income for FFAI as a listed company, accelerating the timeline to achieve positive net profit. On the balance sheet, by holding crypto coins, we can improve the asset liability structure and build the potential for net asset growth in a very rapid way. On the cash flow statement, the cash cow business could provide sustained operating cash flow, reducing reliance on higher cost finance. Now let's welcome Wendy O, a leading Web3 influencer and educator, to share how the 2 businesses work together in synergy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jerry. Hi, everyone. I'm Wendy O. FFAI, EV Flywheel, and Crypto Flywheel operate in parallel, serving as mutual engines in a circular growth system. Through the real-time circulation of capital, technology, users, data, and markets. The system forms a two-way amplifier between industrial and capital value, creating a loop where virtual assets and the real economy have the potential to accelerate and empower each other. This is what we call real-time on-chain and off-chain coupling. The EAI EV Flywheel provides a real-world gateway for the Crypto Flywheel, significantly expanding the application scope of Web3 use cases. Meanwhile, the Crypto Flywheel, through the C10 Treasury, acquires deployable capital efficiently, continuously injecting acceleration fuel into product development, production, delivery, and market expansion, and in turn propelling the EAI EV strategy forward. The next step is the EAI vehicle chain. Through this Crypto Flywheel will help bring EAI EV assets on chain, building an ecosystem that combines EAI mobility, Web3, blockchain technology, and crypto applications. This leads to a closed loop of payments and Web3 enabled sales. The EAI EV Flywheel naturally forms a closed loop of users, transactions, behavior, payments, and data. Web3 payments could flow directly into the crypto treasury and turn power EAI EV business growth. We also do see sales innovation as part of this journey. Imagine deposits in crypto linked to the C10 index before delivery. Customers benefit from asset application upon delivery. Those tokens can either be applied to vehicle payments or held as digital assets. In addition, accepting crypto for vehicle purchases enables a fully Web3 native sales experience. At the center of this is C10, acting as a steady feedback loop. It captures upside, potential in crypto markets while also providing greater stability during volatility. This is the potential 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 interest allocation plan. Positive cash flow from the Treasury strategy could be channeled back into EAI EV, moving from C10 to Treasury strategy profit to capital injection into EAI EV. Also real-world business expansion and ultimately crypto value growth. This creates an equity crypto super synergy. It links crypto investors with FFAI, stockholders driving both valuation and liquidity through the dual flywheels. And just as important, real-world EV enhances on-chain trust. The market value and delivery milestones of EAE EV serve as a real-world anchor for the crypto flywheel, strengthening the trust and financing power of on-chain assets. Ultimately, this is about bringing capital and industry into strategic sync. The value loop between C10 and EV has the potential to drive coordinated growth across capital markets and industrial expansion, enabling substantial growth. Next, please join me in welcoming Brody Mullins, Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and author, to the stage.
Thanks, Wendy. I'm Brody. Even though the dual flywheel will empower each other, the EAI EV business and the crypto business will be two independent entities under the publicly listed company FFAI. The core principles will have separate legal entities, operations, and eventually management. A separate account will be set up and asset transparency will be ensured. There'll be no direct capital flows. Earnings from the crypto flywheel will not directly subsidize the EV business. If capital movement is required, it must go through the parent company, FFAI. There will be an independent operating structure. The crypto flywheel will be operated by an independent, wholly owned subsidiary of FFAI with its own board of directors and management team. There will be asset segregation and custody. Digital assets will be held by a third party, custodians, and will be fully segregated from the EV business in both legal and transparent and verifiable on-chain. The separation mechanism not only ensures independent control over funds and risks, but enables industry and capital to work in concert, delivering safety, transparency, efficiency, and long-term stability. Now, let me hand it back to Ian.
Thank you, Brody. The engines of the EAI plus crypto dual flywheel and dual bridge strategy have roared to life, marking the official launch of the second chapter of FF strategy, creating a new meta channel between Web2 and Web3. FF is pushing forward full speed and rolling out a brand new growth model where real-world assets plus on-chain economies fuse, evolve, and thrive. Right now, we stand at a singularity, a point where the walls between technology and business, industries and ecosystems shatter under the catalytic force of our dual flywheel, dual bridge strategy. And in this moment of transformation, together with like-minded visionaries, FF is lighting the spark of a great change, one that redefines value, unleashes new productivity, and reshapes the very fabric of production. Faraday Future. Drive the future faster. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's redo a group picture. All the guests.
Recording 关了吧
Yes, yes. Jerry, Brody, Wendy, let's redo the
还继续录吗 OK OK